Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. Rush is on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Grab near the sticks, it's Lane. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanders. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Using his legs, it's Sanders. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
The give to the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Right down the middle. Got his man on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, Well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Ncaa. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! They put the first points on the board.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On the RPO. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Randall. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played.
Fires one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Gets the back moving. They want to throw it. Floating away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Second down, he'll throw it. The throw. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Trojans. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. to the air. It's Klubnik. That's caught. It's Randall. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Clemson jumps to the line.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it.
Breaks into the open. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense in hurry-up mode. Going to swing it on second down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Buys a little time.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
So nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Gonna run it. It's Sanders. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride right off.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Catch in the middle. It's Williams. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just keep slinging it. Quickly to the tight end.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Plucks it out of the air.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls it and fires to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Ncaa. Pressure coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Straka. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. It's caught downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead points here at the end of the first half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Space downfield. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Lots of room to run. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly.
He lost one down the sideline. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Complete downfield.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
From the gun. Going for 6. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the run, it's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Hit as he throws.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put...
Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fitted in the window for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Ready to try the point after. He's looking. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Sanders. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, It didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Grab near the marker. It's Ncaa. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Looking left. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Taking it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Clemson. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, maybe a double pass. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lane. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
29.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Under fire. Outside the pocket. Lets it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying play action. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
They're third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
Kick is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it.
There he goes. They'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. He'll take it himself. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Finds his man. It's Randall. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the foot.
Unleashes one deep. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Breaks into the open. Spin, still running. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead.
coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, you know, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Clemson.
Up by 1. They're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Wide receiver going in motion. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Knocked down for the tackle.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by 1. You're trying to go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision, just couldn't execute.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, a couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Offense working from the pistol. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
To the air, it's Buckner. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is why it's so nice to have a guy under center you can trust. You understand the situation. 3rd and long, I want to go get this 1st down, but I'm in field goal range. I got a chance to go up by more than a field goal. Nice job throwing the football away when he didn't see the look he wanted.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football.
Grab behind the line. It's Lane. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. On the move, he fires. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back.
And that's a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a hit. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the catch. It's Slade. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need to stop and go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense. Go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down